Good evening, everybody. Welcome to tonight's session. And yeah, risk warning, trading's risky, margin-based products, CFDs, spread bets, whatever you're using to get exposure to the FX market is really risky. Just be aware of that. Also be aware that these signals, if you were to complain or try and claim compensation, you won't be able to because they're not a regulated activity under the FCA's directive. However, the slight contradiction it may seem is that in order to send signals, you've got to be regulated. But if you are regulated and send them, they're not a regulated activity. But if you're not regulated, you can't send them at all. Ask the FCA. There we go. So let's recap where we are and where we've been. So end of the month. So this is the end of the month. Trading activity today. I mean, perfectly valid setups have been, sort of flipped on their heads. I did message the standard group today because we sent out a trade that was already a premium signals trade, the USD CAD. Although not great at the minute, it's still around the completion point and it's a large pattern. I did warn that before data. After data, I think we were up +5, +10 to come out. We were closing it as a trade because just the fact that it's end of the month, you can see these aggressive moves on USD CAD here. This was the actual one, so we'll get round to it when it pops up, but let's just start whipping through. So rise gave us a new high and a drop, pure red candles down. I'd expect that to get chiseled back away. Have a look at all the other moves from this, but I must say, if we close down here, then there's plenty of petrol here, close here, petrol here. There's a lot of petrol for a correction. Can we see that correction yet? I don't expect it to yet correct. What makes you say that? Well, we can see some structure here, a W, push 1, push 2, maybe down here, and then push 3, certainly higher in the long run. We're waiting for level 1 consolidation to form, and at the minute we've just got this straight run up, and we need to backfill. So I do expect a slight correctional move. We had an explosive move in the indices higher today, so I do expect that sentiment to continue. After a pullback, mind, I think we're setting up for a New Year rally rather than a Christmas rally, but that remains to be seen. Is there anything still on here? Not yet. Is there anything to catch? We've got 2 days of drop and an ABCD. Maybe that's something that we'll be interested in. We'll see tomorrow. GBP AUD, sharp move up yesterday, sharp move back down today, middle of the zone, level 2 rise pass. I'm not going to, I never trade it anyway. It moves too much. CAD CHF. Aggressive move off the lows. We've had, what have we had out of this? We've had TP1, I think, in the past, and it's still live because it was a large stop position. Why were we keen on this? So let me just show you the ABCD in its glory. So you can see the ABCD is simply just drawing this high and this low and then copying it to the next swing. And you can see that ultimately the market has this DNA vibration movement in it. I can go back and show you this repeating itself, this move throughout all the charts. But for now, it's here and we've completed. We've also completed another ABCD. So it does indicate that we are going to get a move back up to here, which is insane, 20% move. So there we are. That's why we're trading it. It's so far, chopping around at the bottom. We look a bit closer. We've got level 1, level 2, lower lows and low highs, sort of at sideways, lower lows. Pass. GBP, JP1, not trading that. It's in a peak. I wanted to show level 1 and then we could be interested. Euro GBP, again, am I interested in this? This is all consolidation. Drop, drop, drop. 3 days of drop. What's it showing to me? We've really extended here. And if we take this, no, actually, that's not what it would be. If I take this swing of price and just let me see if it's, so we're coming in quite perfectly here for a potential retracement on the harmonic side of things. Obviously the wick extended, I'm just taking the bodies here. So yeah, we're not a million miles away. We've had 3 pushes up and we've corrected the 4th. And when I say 4th, I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, and also this is just straight red candles, so I expect that to be gobbled up Oh gosh, what's this? Um, 1 second. Sorry, my computer's playing up. So we have 2 weeks of drop, and we do expect a tap next week and a rise. So we'll pass for now. Euro USD, big old correction expected at the 800. Straight rise, lots of green to backfill in. Not going to get involved there. Just pass. Even though the euro sold off a lot, the dollar hasn't done anything, which makes you think it is seriously just a manipulated sort of end of month thing. Euro JPY back to the 50 peak formation. I'm not going there. GBP CHF mega chop. We got away with one really. We did get 25 or 30. I've forgotten, or maybe even TP1. I forgot. ABCD level 1 consolidation pass. Enter DJPY. Pushing higher, level 3 rise, but I'm not trading these things with Japanese pairs. They're too aggressive. AUD, USD. Now, this is one that I want to be short of. Now, we go back to Y. We're very close to completing the harmonic move, which I must remind myself to allow for before getting involved. ABCD structure. This is level 2 consolidation, expecting lower prices. The second consolidation zone, our trades typically are off the 50 EMA, so that would be a real wait for this to come back down, break it, tap it. I think there's going to be a lot more movement up here. Nice collection of green candles that we can use as target, certainly on the longer term there. That's on a 4-hour, and if we look at it on a 30, we do have an ABCD that has corrected. But under here, you've got push 1, push 2. If we see a breakdown here, 1, 2, anything down here, I'm going to be looking to take this short. Yep. Gold holding at the moment. Let me just see. Yeah, gold holding and correcting at the top of level 2 consolidation within a bigger picture. Euro NZD, not doing much. Let's have a look. This is coming all the way back to the middle of consolidation 2, expecting higher prices. ADCHF selling off. Contentious 1, obviously level 1, level 2. Is this 1, 2, 3 and done? Is this 1, 2 and then 3 down to the previous peak? We don't know. That's the problem when you're down here. There are a lot of, it's a tug of war ultimately. It's so close. There's harmonics, got market cycles, a lot of indecision here, and you really need to wait for the price just to simply take us out of this zone. This is a zone that we're stuck in. We are trading off the correct EMAs for where we potentially are, but if we are to continue lower, this is going to break this and then tap it and sell. So we'll see. Euro AUD, middle of level 2 consolidation pass. Euro CHF, a revisit to the lows again. Market makers do trade both ways in the third block of consolidation. Exactly what we're seeing here. Heavy pass. End of month. GBP USD, same as Euro USD. End of month, selling off the 800. Middle of consolidation 1, not too interested. USD JPY, same sort of thing. Starting to peel off a little bit. Peak formation. I'm just not interested in JPY pairs. But this looks like a really nice structure developing, actually. Really nice. Let's look at it closely. So what we can definitely see is a clean break here, ultimately, a clean break of structure. We've seen ultimately another one given. 2, notice this swing here to here. Expect the same. The fill in here is in the red candle. That's the zone to fill. And if this is indeed a peak high, you want to be taking trades off the 50, but bear in mind the market makers do not give a damn about rules in this zone. They can chop and grind you up and you start doubting your analysis. But for me, I need to see some sort of structure here to be able to get in short, but I'll put it up as something of interest. USD CHF, ultimately it's completed a Gartley at the lows, level 1, level 2, off the previous low as well. Very, very bullish pattern. The only questions are we going to come back down here? What you can see is pure red candles, which we know in the long term, that's just going to offer us great opportunity to move aggressively. It's what we want to see. We don't want to see chop. All these little candles is petrol, basically. We've completed 3 weeks of drop. We've completed the ABCD pattern. It's a beautiful thing. The stops look to have been set, and just ride this higher. NZD USD, again, harmonic move is completed. AUD USD expected to be short, harmonic move completed. This will be a short now until we come back and retest. Notice the 1, 2, 3, push 1, push 2, retest, expecting pass. AUD JPY, peak formation pass. EuroCAD, see the harmonic completed again, coming off. Need to target the entry, which is down here, pass. Now, this is the one that, you know, we managed. The trade management was pretty good, if I may say so myself. Again, premium guys, you didn't get this because you got this already on a harmonic. But just to recap, this is a massive pattern. We're still to complete up to here, expecting a big push. What we can see is level 1 and level 2, perfect. Sideways chop. This is a trap false into a chop, and then trap false into a real. And we're looking for the real move to continue. We can see a nice W, high highs, high low, high highs, high low being met. Let's keep drilling down. Let's see what we've got completing. So we have the red harmonic kind of. Let me delete that now because I've lost it. 1 second, where is it? No, in a different color. I can actually see it. For this harmonic swing. So ultimately we've completed a harmonic move here. So much like the ABCD is suggesting, we do expect prices to turn here. The fact we had a green candle here, decent green, and this is all red, I do expect us to push quite a lot higher here. Just got to wait for it to happen. So what was I looking at? Very obviously conscious this is the end of the month. Taking into account all of this stuff here already about the butterfly. What I did see was this. Now, this would have traded perfectly any other sort of time. So we saw low, low, lower high, internal structure. We saw a break of the previous lower high. And we saw clear of that break, close above, and this weak sort of set of price action I was targeting, but because of the data, we came up, tested this, the next real zone's above here, so we'll just give this some room to sort itself out, and we'll revisit it again. CHF JPY straight line pass, AD NZD selling off again, nice. We're short this anyway on this Gartley here. It is forming a Gartley buy, which I will write down here because I need to send those. ADNZD. Right. The problem is when a pattern completes, you just need to send it. The trouble is they are sometimes completing at night time when the markets aren't great. So I want to avoid that Euro NZD experience. Lo and behold, there was news, which we need to be aware of. Let's just check what's on the horizon tonight. So for the 1st of December, we've got no New Zealand overnight news. So this is, you know, the first thing to check. Let's just do this real time with you, why it's a nice pattern to consider trading. So obviously everything I do is harmonics pretty much, and cycles. I really believe in them. And I believe they are the sort of the easiest way to understand how price is operating. So we're extremely close to completing this pattern here. Extremely close, within pips. So yeah, this is one to send, ABCD, and it's anchored, you know, Gartley anchor here. So one thing I would say with my experience is I do expect this to come off lower. Why is that? Well, mainly because the market maker pattern suggests so. This is level 1, and we do expect lower prices. But more so, I can sort of see the pattern itself here. I can see the first zone for me. I can see the second zone for me. But I can also see and understand that this whole leg down is like thin air. It's news based. It's, you know, it's like a vapor that will just get caught alight if this can get above here. The safe entry would be to wait for a close above here to target this. But for me, I'm going to be looking to take the A, B, C, D that will complete here and would be a really nice trade. Got to wait. Cat JPY, not touching it, pass. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Any questions, reach out and